Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you're learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 89, Nasdaq up 15, S&P's up 8, gold contract down $25.50, trading at $1,575 an ounce. Silver off 74 cents at $27.19 an ounce. Platinum down $22 at $1,571 an ounce. Copper down, half a penny at $3.37 a pound. Light sweet crude off 27 cents at $96.80 a barrel. Bonds down 14 ticks at 144.14. King dollar up 206 ticks at 83.10. Euro off 33 at 128.16. And the yen up 18, trading out at 93.41. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Cash S&P, we got to the 1573.66. You're out there, you're closing out at the 1568.26. You did $611 million. And bottom line, folks, there's no juice up here whatsoever, okay? What you have is that it pushed into that 1570, which I expected you're going to do a couple more times. Bottom line, no juice. This S&P is going to come all the way down to the 1538 area. Now, you got to love this. The Dow Industrials, no doubt, hey, up 90, 80, 89 points. They're going to keep everyone, bring in more money, folks, because people will just pay attention to the Dow, and they're going to get toasted, roasted, get the cream cheese out, get the toast out, get all of it out, because the bottom line is that when we go through this today, you're going to see what's going on. Top line, bottom line, Dow Industrials, higher price, yeah, I can go higher. Now, let's go over to the small caps. Small caps are screaming, folks. IWM, we take a look at the small caps. This is what you have. First, we just do the Russell 2000. What you'll see inside the Russell 2000 is this. Fall through to the downside from yesterday. Russell down $4, which is not a lot. Volume characteristics, though, it's a monster, folks, okay? And it was so sweet with this counter trend bounce out here today, meaning at the open, because the Russell was still screaming that it couldn't get into higher price. So what we have here is this. IWM, you're at $92.58. What that does, it puts it inside the lower range. So what that means specifically is that where the IWM had broke out from, we had broke topside, and you had lighter volume on the break. We had broke topside on the 8th of March, okay? We break topside. Doesn't have the volume. Now, watch what it did. When it broke topside, it had 38 million. When it broke down, it just had 55 million yesterday and 45 million today. What does that mean? Well, first off, what it means is that the IWM is going to run to $88.79. That's the first swing point. That's the smaller part of the deal, though. Larger part of the deal, I expect what you're going to do is that you're going to see the IWM running right into the 84.43. Okay? Now watch this. Because what the IWM did yesterday is that it actually broke the whole uptrend that started from November 16th. So when you break an uptrend with conviction, meaning wide price spread, accelerated volume, what happens? Boom! You're going down to the bottom of that. That bottom, folks, is 77.48. And the deviance inside this market, folks, actually sets up the probability higher that that's where you want to go. And what I mean specifically on the deviance is that yesterday it came down. You have some juice inside the IWM. You know, there wasn't much juice other than that. Today, what ends up happening? Market goes up, pulls back intraday. At the end of the day, just the Dow, that extra 20 or 30 points, that was a blessing. Why? Because what happens, folks, is that it's an indicator that what ends up happening is that they'll do anything and everything to get out of the market. So when you're a large operator in the market, the quickest and best way that you can keep people in the market while you're getting out is just goose a few stocks at the end of the day. And the Dow Industrial's the easiest to goose. Bottom line, that's exactly what they did. Why? Because you know, CBS News, ABC News, whatever. At the end of the night, Dow up 89. Gotta get in. Gotta get in. Gotta get in. Okay. Gold market. Let's go take a look at the gold market. What do we have with the gold market? Okay. Big problems. Huge problems, folks. Down 25 bucks. Did 150,000 contracts, and this is what you have. Gold is going to go after the swing point. The swing point being 1556. We're right next to it. I suspect this is a large ABC down, by the way. The way it's trading right now, the way the equities are trading, this is a big ABC down. And you break that B point and you have some juice behind it, gold's going to be at 1443 level. Big time. The XAU, the HUI, huge problems. XAU right now, down $5 today. You're trading out at 128.70, and that put it underneath the swing low. Bottom line, underneath the swing low, XAU. HUI, we take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. What we have with the Gold Bugs Index, she's also under the swing low. She was down $14 today. You're at 338. 19, actually, she's going to wake up right at it. The low there is 337.29. And what I expect you're going to see, the 2008 levels, folks, that's where these equities are going. That's some of them, actually, one of the strongest ones, which is Harmony. And, you know, Harmony had already reached down to that level. It tested that level, did it with lighter volume. He's down 26 cents today. That's nothing compared to the rest of these equities. But I suspect you're going to see many of these gold, silver equities get down to that level. Silver out here today, what you did with silver. Silver also went south in a big way. We're 27.21. That's on its way to 25 bucks. Now, we got to go. What do we have to do? Well, I have to go over to King Dollar, folks, because King Dollar hasn't even got to the 24.25 level yet. What it did again out here today is that rejected lower price, did it with lighter volume, and King Dollar looks to me like, you know what, she has been building cars now for 3 weeks. You know, first off, she went straight up. From February 1st, she goes straight up. She builds cars for 3 weeks. You know, maybe it's another week. King Dollar looks to me like, number one, you're going to get to the swing point of 84.25, but it actually looks like it's going to blow that away, and it'll be a ABC structure on the way up, which would take it up to the 86 to 89 level. That's where this is shaking out. Bonds. We go take a look at the bond market. What we have with bonds out here, a 30-year bond. We did 280,000 contracts. She's refusing to back off also. We're going to need some more of our juice inside that structure, but the bottom line, the way this is set up right now, the 30-year wants to get to $1.50. You get to $1.50, and then we put this on a continuous contract. What you're going to see is, I bring this back a bit. Let's see how. Yeah, this could be a monster ABC up. That's the bottom line. Yeah, what we have done. So check out even what the bonds have done, folks. Bonds had taken off in 2012. Continuous contract was 136, getting up to 153. Well, we only backed down to 142. That was the correction. And when you're talking a monthly deal like this, okay, this is intense, because the bottom line on a monthly deal, you could back down a lot more than that. And so bonds, we're 144.14, 153 is game. You take 153 out with volume, and you're going to 160. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks out here. Oh, we had Hewlett-Packard get smoked out here today. I was down $1.21. You get Delta Airlines down 131. Let me see Delta, Ben. This is just a trip. After, look at this. Delta's toast, too. You know what's amazing? It is absolutely blowing my mind that, you hear over and over again about the past 4 or 5 weeks that, the airlines are going to be a good business now. The airlines are toast, folks, okay? They always have been toast. Since 1980, since they got deregulated, those airlines, okay, I think they just continually, what they do is that they just rip everyone off, okay? They rip the clients off, they rip shareholders off, they rip bondholders off. I mean, we should just call them rip-off airlines from now on. I mean, it's that simple. Because I'm telling you, they've never made any money. They're never going to make any money. They got everyone sucked into these airlines. Delta blew away today. Delta is at 14 bucks. This thing's on its way down to $13. You get volume at $13. It's going to go to $10. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.